Hey, we're officially live. Everyone can see us. And wait, let me unmute my team. Everyone can hear us now, too. Everyone say hi. Let's check those mics.
Hello
Hi,
there.
everyone.
Hello, hello.
Oh, did we hear Raven?
Yes.
Okay, there we are. I now heard you. Sorry. All right, chat. Let me know if anyone's muted, anyone gets frozen along the way. We'll try to get that fixed right away. Everything's coming through nice and clear on my end, so we'll go ahead and move forward. This is our team Nevermore. We do this every Saturday right here, same place, same time for some Cyberpunk Red. This team has been through a lot, so I recommend you definitely check out the VODs on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube channel. There's just a lot. There's a lot that they've been through: campaigns, teammates, NPCs, plot twists, some excellent role playing. You just got to see it. So check all that out. I'll do a little recap, a little mini recap before we dive in to today's session, so everyone tuning in is up to date and the team gets a little reminder, and then we'll get right into that and start off that way. Look, we've already got a +2 from Dash Nash Trigger. Am I getting that name right? Either way, thanks Dash for the +2, already rewarding the team, trying to make sure they have a good session here. But before we get into that recap, before we get into the session, before we do any of that stuff, let's do like we always do first. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself. Tell people, where they can find you online, and then introduce your character as well. Will, why don't you start it off?
Hi, I'm Will. You can find me on Twitter at Billy Huddles. And no more Veritas, but
Poor Looper.
Yeah. I will be playing tonight No Sticks the Netrunner, and yeah, looking forward to hopefully doing some more with the channel soon here with a new campaign. Still working on that, so stay tuned.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. You'll be stepping up to the GM seat and joining Cybernation Uncensored on that side of things here soon. I'm excited about that. So you'll be playing, you'll be GMing. It's great. All right. Let me get around here. Nicholas. Let me say Nick. You're not in trouble. Sorry. I reserve full names for when these players fuck up. You haven't fucked up yet. Keyword yet.
Yet.
But Nick.
Hello there. My name is Nicholas King. You can find me online at a bunch of different places: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, at the King Square. I'm an independent author, so definitely check out my link tree on those profiles. On our Discord server, I also go under the King Square. I'm one of the mods on our channel now. So definitely keep an eye out. I love posting stuff on there. But for tonight, I am playing Hank C., our resident rocker boy / fixer.
Oh yeah, multi-classing. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm always excited about fixers and groups. Social characters are some of my favorite, good role playing and all that. But fixers have always had a special place in my heart for the networking, just the role playing. Like, not a lot of dice rolls, but just like trying to be clever with your connections and things. It's always a lot of fun to see how that develops.
And I have new connections that I haven't yet devised yet.
Exactly. It's really cool. All right, Raven.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I'm one of the community managers for Cybernation Uncensored. You can find me all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. You can catch me here for Team Nevermore every Friday. Also every Saturday. My mistake. You can catch me after this show on Fallout Pacific Northwest with GM Darren Drader. And every Friday, except for this Friday because we had a couple of sick players, for the High Riders campaign at 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. Tonight I will be playing Belladonna Jax, the Ripper.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you got a lot going on. I realized that as you started saying. I was like, damn, that's right. You got some GMing going. You're in the player seat. Not just here, like, you've been an OG with this team and helping me out, but then stepping up as community manager, and then now joining the Fallout stream, which everyone make sure after this stream, don't go anywhere. Right after this, right here will be the Fallout 2D20 run by GM Darren Drader, and like Raven said, she's on that team as well as some other friends of ours. So make sure you stick around for that. But yeah, you got a lot going on. I'm so glad you're part of the team. It's a lot of fun, and I love seeing the expansions and the things that we're working on. Speaking of expansions, I know Alex has a new show coming up too with us, which I'm excited about. But let me not get ahead of myself. Alex, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Maxwell. You can find me in the Discord of Cybernation Uncensored under Maxwell. I will also be starting up, I believe it's our session 1 this coming Monday of The Last of Us. So just doing a hack of the Fallout 2D20 to make it a bit more grounded, a bit more gritty, and way more sad. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also one of the community managers with Cybernation Uncensored. I'm a freelance writer and editor. Joined this crew. It's almost coming up on my 1-year anniversary here. It's been having a great time the entire time. And it's going to be in 2 weeks, Friday evenings, we're going to be starting a little talk show, Talk Nerdy to Me, with myself and a few other nerdy cohorts to talk about tech, tabletop stuff, and just general nerd culture. So I'd like for love for everyone to come by, say hi. But for right now, I'm stepping back into the bloodstained boots of the team's solo Scarecrow, or Scare Bear. Depends how well I know him.
Yeah, we've been going with Scare Bear lately. I noticed it's even in the bot trigger here in the chat when we trigger all the links. It says AKA Scare Bear.
I see that. Yeah.
We can thank Raven for that. Raven set that up as community manager for me to load in, so it's becoming a thing.
Of course you did.
It's becoming a thing. Hey, thanks for the raid, by the way. Also, saw that Kalith Gaming, hopefully I'm saying that name right, came in with a raid. So happy for you to join us and all the raiders. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red team. This team's actually evolving, though. This is Cyberpunk Red right now. We're in a current campaign. I'll do a little recap in a moment to get everyone up to the point where we're at before we jump in. But this team is going to kind of rotate games. We're going to get into Cyborg next. We're going to do that for a few weeks, a nice little mini campaign. Then we'll get into a different game. We'll keep moving on. Then we'll cycle back around, going back through the game so we can revisit the characters and watch them grow and keep going. Maybe add in new games, drop games if we kind of come to an end with it or what, but we're going to kind of evolve this team into multiple things. It's going to be really fun, so I encourage everyone to stick around for that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me introduce myself. I'm GM Rob Mulligan. I'm the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Cybernation Uncensored, your place for all kinds of shows, streaming, gaming, like Alex mentioned, talk shows, lots of GM tips and tutorial series, just all kinds of content. Make sure you check out Cybernation Uncensored. Not just here. We live stream here almost every day of the week, sometimes multiple times in a day. Like after this, Fallout 2D20 is coming up. But not just here, but check out YouTube. Cybernation Uncensored on YouTube has tons of VODs, all the different streams and gameplay, so you can catch up with things that you might have missed, as well as tons of GM tips and tutorials and things like that, as well as I brought back the GM Roundtable, so lots of cool stuff. So check that out. Subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Also, we have a really active Patreon in which I'd like to take a moment, give a shout out to some of the supporters there that have been pouring fuel on my fire since day one. I can't thank you enough. Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, Naomi Madlass, William Huddleston, Jamie Minch, John Erfurt, Leaded Coffee, Chris Anderson, Matt James, Jim Reservoir Panda, Rothan, aka Renegade 420, Samurai Max, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, an official sponsor here at Cybernation Uncensored, Zeno, Zach Capricious Nature, Cyber Smiley, Raven, Andy Stretch and Copious Salt, Derek Lawrence, Daniel Terry, Alex Maxwell, Nicholas King, Tracy Goodwin, aka Sting Palm, Igor, Chris Callies, Homer's Odyssey, and Ryan Anderson. Holy shit, let me catch my breath and get into this. Also, thanks, Other Sandman, for all those gifted subs, hooking up the raiders and people coming through. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the community, everybody. Also, make sure you join the Discord. I'll drop the link right there. We have a super active Discord with lots of casting calls and stuff. Make sure you check that out. So yeah, Team Nevermore. They've been through a lot this current campaign. Check out the VODs on YouTube. Get up to date with all the details. Take time to check that out. Lots of cool stuff. But right now, this was a two-parter campaign. The first part, they had to basically track down this exec from Militech, kidnap him basically, collect his DNA, dispose of the body, no witnesses. The team kind of did some of that. They gathered up a bunch of the DNA, but as always, shit hits the fan. Night City's unpredictable and just We had a negative plot twist dropped by points by Dr. Squigums there, and some other things, that kind of altered the campaign. And yeah, they got the DNA, but they definitely didn't dispose of the body. His security was taking him. Trauma team was triggered. They were on the way. There was definitely witnesses, but their boss Cromwell, because this team's owned by Raven Microcyb. They have to do what that corporation says for nominal fees. They even have some type of implant thing going on where they're controlled at the press of a button. They're not sure exactly what can happen with that, but yeah, they're controlled by the company. But they got back to their boss. The boss said, hey, look, you kind of fucked up the first part, but at least you got the DNA. But because you fucked it up and you didn't get rid of the body, you didn't get rid of witnesses, you have limited time now. You have 48 hours to do the second part. Second part, break into the NC prison. It is a sort of high-tech facility. It's reserved for kind of like execs, fixers, and in fact, it has like kind of two divisions. The facility is kind of split into two with fixer prisoners and exec prisoners. It's all very automated. The team did their research, lots of automation, low security personnel versus automated sort of things and dronage. But yeah, they faked as a cleaning crew, broke into that place, got some credentials, got a van, got in there. They're in the prison. Gnostics is in the system. Did I mention Gnostics is kind of fucked up with low empathy? He's almost on the borderline cyberpsychosis. Hank C, our rocker boy, is also borderline cyberpsychosis. Not as bad as Gnostics, but a little bit edgy, especially with his ex-lover being locked up in the same prison that they're tasked with getting this exec. And then Raven is playing Belladonna Jax with the split personality thing going on. She's got issues. We haven't even seen Belladonna in a while. The nice one, Jax, is kind of taken over. She died and came back from death. But yeah, they have to break into NC prison and get this exec out. Basically, break him out of the prison. He's part of Raven Microcyb. And while they're there, spread around the DNA that they collected from that Militech exec that they fucked up. And then even leave a little bit of DNA from the exec that they're taking. Just make it look, like some shit happened. And then get him out of there, come back to the base, bring him back to Cromwell, job done. Well, the team's in there. Gnostics is in the system. The team's been making their way through the prison. They got all the way around the corner over to the exec division. They kind of track down. They know where the cell is, where the guy is that they have to get out. But as they come around the corner from behind, they hear running water kind of stop as a security guard walks out with two prisoners behind him wrapped in towels kind of coming out of the shower. And he's just like, what are you guys doing over here? What the fuck? What's going on here? He just seems really confused that our cleaning crew is over on this side of the prison and they're supposed to be there kind of doing maintenance on the system and bots. But that's kind of where we left off. That's a decent recap. I feel like I covered all the main key points. How's my team feel? Is that a pretty decent recap, or is there anything to mention?
I think that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, I unfortunately lost my notes what I had so far in the system, like the different floors. But
well then those are gone. No, it's fine. I've got the notes. We'll get that covered. Let's get some Sirenscape sounds going as you're in this very sort of automated, busy prison. Shout out to Sirenscape. Like I said, an official sponsor here. And yeah, you basically you can hear all these drones kind of going, the automated systems. There's different cells. There's tracks on the wall ceilings that were kind of going, delivering, whether it's food or medicines or doing surveillance. It's hard to tell, but there's one thing's for sure. This prison is very much so automated and kind of running on itself. Let me lower this a little bit. Got a little too much action. I got a little too excited with the Sirenscape. I don't want to overpower the team here, but yeah. Oh, let's bring up the map. I almost forgot. We've got an awesome map here. Shout out to Low Key Maps. This will kind of get us to where we need to be. Share that. And yeah, the one good thing with the map too is the fact that it is completely visible to the team now. At the beginning it definitely wasn't, but it is now thanks to Gnostics getting in that system and kind of bringing up the layout. One thing is the cells things definitely are confusing. Nothing's labeled like normal. It's all kind of symbols and numbers and things. Like you can tell that there's programming. There's kind of automation going on in here. It's less manual and analog, so it can be a bit confusing. But like I said, the team tracked him down. Let me zoom in a little. We can kind of see where the majority of the team is right here at the corner as the and again, I apologize. I didn't load in the tokens for our guards and such, but we do have our generic one here. Let me get it over there.
I'm gonna talk to him before I do.
There he is. Hopefully you all can see him. Let's see here. There we go. And yeah, he comes out around that corner. You basically see him come around. He's got the two prisoners, behind him. He just looks really confused as to you being there, and he just kind of raises his hand. You see the two prisoners just kind of stop and look, and he's just like, "Oh, what the fuck? What is this? What are you all doing over here? What's going on here?"
I think I'm close enough. I'm, as to kind of recap the last session, Hank's been acting like he's tracking the automated drones that are moving across the wall, basically making sure that they're all working correctly. And like sort of over his shoulder, he looks at the guard and just says, "Our boss told us to track the automated drones, make sure everything was moving where it was supposed to be." And just kind of looking back up at them, it's like, "Sorry, no cause for alarm."
Yeah, give me some persuasion or acting. I'll take acting too.
I would definitely do
player's
acting
choice.
because I am much better at that.
Yeah, I like that. You're trying to trick him into believing you, but it's not like you're trying to get him to do something. So I'll take acting or persuasion. I like that. Let's go for it. Give me first roll.
I think we had 3 +2s from last game, and then we just got added one this time. So I will take one of those +2s.
Oh yeah.
And
Hey, there's another
Mother.
+2.
Oh, we're starting off good.
Hey,
However,
Wow.
even with a negative, it's still a 16.
it is. It is. Hold on. Let me bring this up.
Earpiece, you just hear Gnostic go, maybe you should have used even more hand gestures.
Hear grumble under his breath in our
look at
team
that.
mic going.
Yeah, look, just good enough. Yeah, you say that, and he's okay. I was told no one was coming down through A and B, and it was all going to be in back of house and accessing the system. Just all right, just let's stay away from all the cells and stuff. We're still a functioning facility, okay?
Not a problem. Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right. Part the way, please. Let's not get too close. These are still prisoners, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You guys, I see you're new. You haven't seen the procedure yet. Against the walls, please. You don't have to. You're not locked up. Just please, just step aside. Just clear a little bit.
Yeah, Scarecrow goes and back up against the wall, hands where they can be seen.
Yeah, it's not like that. Just make some room.
Yes, this is exciting. Just like in the BDs.
He cuts through. As he does, the two prisoners are both like looking at all of you, looking up and down, and kind of looking at you, kind of confused.
Through under my breath and through our communicator, I say to Gnostics, would you be able to remove the protection that the guards' badges have and reactivate the security blood swarm? Like
Well,
keep us protected from the security measures, but
Well, right, we all have visitor badges, so I suppose I could just delete the protections for the for personnel.
Oh,
and then just turn the
That was
blood swarm
Scarecrow.
back on.
Love it.
that giggle is completely in character. That's the idea of that has Scarecrow smirking like a lark.
It's like, what? We don't need witnesses.
Oh, it's good that we've got a mask we can put on our mark. No, but I like this. This takes me back.
Oh, this shit's my specialties, Choombs.
Yeah, and for the
We'll
sake
need,
of
we'll need to turn it back off before we take the prisoners out. But yeah,
Got a mask.
well, no, we'll turn it back off before the prisoners get out.
Except for those two prisoners.
Oh no, collateral.
Darn.
Yeah, and for the sake of order of procedure, not that you're in combat, but we'll rely on that combat tracker that we kind of had going in the previous. Let me see.
We still have that up.
Yeah, it's right there in the top left, right there at Fantasy Grounds. So, Gnostics, over to you. You're in the system. You basically heard Hank talk the team's way out of that encounter with the prison guard. You're on top of the jail, or you're in the jail system. You're down on. You went back up to the second level, back to the control node, if I'm remembering right. You dropped down, checked out the file ID. You know that the camera footage is dropping into there, but you decided to not do a virus or delete the footage or do anything until everything is done. I remember you guys had that conversation, so you went back up to the control node. Again, there's a lich there, but it's just kind of chilling with its rings. You can see the electric static sort of things going, but it's just like looking at you and doesn't seem to look at you as a threat. You have the identification and credentials in this system where it's not messing with you. But it's posted up there. You got the control node, and yeah, you got a control node where you're seeing access to the cells, the locks, the cameras, environmental defenses, sub-level supply entrances, something called full lockdown, outside turrets, blood swarm, and a lot of these environmental defenses are sectional, with the exception of the outside turrets, like the blood swarms, the tanglefoot flooring, and sleep gas. You can see that they're kind of designated cell per cell. You can control it. You can also control it kind of wing by wing. It's all sectional, very easy to kind of segment and do what you want with. Any other questions too? You can just ask me, because I know you said you didn't have your notes, but
Yeah.
but that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, Hank, see that's the beauty of a rocker boy. Even with a 1, you can talk your way out of things. It's crazy, like especially contested. Even with that.
Did we get these?
Unless it's a bar fight.
Apparently, yeah. Then someone's got to die.
Yeah. Did we get the sub designation of our mark?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Both of them actually.
Oh yeah, you found out where that is, and Colette, is up around on that map. If for the sake of chatting, when looking at the map, where that team is, if they go down the wing, all the way down, they can. I think it was the second cell on the right down that hallway to the left, or if you go all the way up and around on the map there, it's the first cell right around that corner. Is where Colette is.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way that way.
All right.
Well, Gnostics.
Let's get to the actual cells. I should say before I'll turn. Once you find the people, I'll turn off I'll turn off their protections. They start getting attacked. I open the cells. We fucking march right the fuck out.
Well, we need to also destroy any video footage of us.
Yeah. By the time you get over to me, I should have that virus up and run. Don't you worry about that.
Okay,
I'm not getting fucking picked for this.
And we're letting everybody out. Like, turn off the security measures, and we're gonna let everybody out, right?
Everybody.
Might as well. It'll take fucking NCPD weeks to find everybody.
And then they won't really know who we were after, so they don't find the breadcrumbs back to why or who. Besides,
Pretty much.
But on the sly, that guy that was checking us out, he was actually gonna. Never mind.
I don't understand.
The guy that was like with the down the cell, the block from me, the one that was laughing at us. He knows what we're up to.
Oh no, he got stomped on the head when the riot happened.
Or the blood swarm, took him. Oh, what a terrible shame that is.
Or unlock his cell.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's find the mark.
Let's find our mark.
Oh, then he's gonna. Oh,
So Gnostics, yeah, is there anything in particular in your turn? Like I said, we're not in combat. Anybody can do anything right now. I'm just using the combat tracker to kind of give a little bit of organization, just to help me herd the cats a little bit, right? So let's see. Is there anything Gnostics needs to do? I know you're kind of waiting for them to get there before opening the cells. Was there anything else?
Sorry, you'd race through a lot of the. Could you just go through that list of what I see on the control node?
Yeah, on the control node, all the cells, locks, obvious things like lights and stuff, intercom system. But environmental defenses, they're all kind of sectional. Things like security alarm, outside turrets.
Which we turned off the security alarm.
Mm-hmm. Outside turrets, blood swarms, tanglefoot flooring, and sleep gas. All of these things, like I said, sectional. Then you have access to sub-level supply entrance, it says. Something called full lockdown. And like I said, all cells, all doors, locks, things like that, anything normal.
Definitely want to avoid that one. That is full lockdown.
Gnostics blacks out. Oh, GM takes over. Oh no. Oh no. Boop. No, I'm kidding. Cyberpsychosis.
Big red button. Ooh.
I was actually
No,
really
Raven.
I was really scared. I thought you were serious for a second. I was like, oh
Jax
shit.
just
it's
shoots
happening.
Gnostics.
So if we have the cell designations, Scarecrow's just gonna make his way over and go and get like who are we looking at? Like this end of we have the guy's name. Haven't actually we've gotten any like physical description of the guy.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, we've seen him.
we got everything. We got a description.
Okay.
We got a name. Yeah.
Okay. How has he been faring in here? Does he seem better or worse than the mugshot we have?
Are you guys heading down to that cell now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're heading down. Are you just gonna kind of keep your pace and distance from the guard walking the other prisoners? Because after that little encounter, he goes down a few more cells, opens up. He's kind of getting them situated in their cells. Are you planning on waiting for him to get done and then carry on and then go down, or moving down now?
Yeah, Scarecrow's like beyond his agent and like stopping and pretending like he's doing something tech savvy.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. Hank already kind of convinced him of that. So yeah, you buy a little time. He kind of moves on, keep on going down the map, kind of around the corner, out of sight after he puts those prisoners in their cell. And the three of you, or well, the two of you, I guess, make your way down that cell. As Hank, you notice, kind of starts going north up the path after he heard on the intercom Gnostics mentioning where Colette is, his ex-lover. So as Scarecrow and Jax, you start making your way down that, you see Hank kind of parting off, going north.
God damn it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You've got it handled.
This isn't what we came here for, Hank.
Compartmentalize. We'll deal with it later.
I'm opening the cells for everybody, so she's gonna find her way out.
And yeah, Jax and Scarecrow, you make your way down. As you're going down, you notice, all eyes are on you. Prisoners that were on their bunks, even ones that appeared sleeping, kind of like sit up and look. Other ones, kind of playing cards. Each cell seems to have two people in it. And as you go down, like I said, all eyes on you. Everyone's looking, and it's like you don't even need to do a human perception to kind of get the feel. Like all these prisoners are just like seeing right through you. Like you feel like everyone is watching you. But you make your way down and you get to that kind of second cell from the last, and you see your mark. You see Mr. Yolof Harrison in the cell. He has that sort of cyberware eye, sort of virtuality goggle look things kind of coming out from below his cheeks. He looks like he's maybe in his late 30s, early 40s. It's hard to get a read because it looks like he might have had some work done. He definitely has like chem skin and things. But he has that exec sort of look, not a lot of multi-class scarring or anything like that. He has that Netrunner vibe, but a definite exec look. He looks a little, kind of clean under the fingernails and stuff. Looks like maybe he's had the finer things in life in his time, even as short as it's been. Not that he's a senior citizen or anything, but he's done some work for Raven Microcybernetics, so you never know. But yeah, you get up there and he's just kind of sitting on his bunk. You can see as you get there, he just kind of like looks up because Jax and Scarecrow, both of you obviously stop to look. As you stop, he just like looks at you, doesn't say anything, and then you see his cellie sit up on his bunk and just like look and say, "What's this?" And then you see Yolof just look at him and go,
YOLO, come here.
"What is this?"
Come here. What? Gnostics, you need to get a second. Can you ring the doorbell, please?
You want me to open up the door, or what do you want me to do?
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on. The guards are still in the system, man. Remember?
they're
We
going
need
to
to take
know that
we need to take care of the guards.
The plan is to turn off the fucking defenses on them, so they start getting attacked by all the fucking defenses in the prison, just the guards. Then I open the doors, and then we fucking move.
Yes.
Yes. So go ahead and do that.
Have you found your fucking input yet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and Scarecrow, you see Yolof's just being apprehensive, even looks at his cell, and he's like, I don't know what this is. He's like, what the fuck is this? And he just kind of like leans back on his bunk. And the other cell, he's like looking. And then, Hank, you make your way up kind of around as you hear on the intercoms, Jax and Scarecrow kind of dealing with Yolof and talking to Gnostics about the plan. You make your way up around the corner. The second you get around the corner, you instantly see Colette. She's laying on her bunk. She's just kind of laying head up, just chilling. But the second you get around the corner, she sees you and jumps up. Oh my God, Hank! She runs over to the cell and just like grabbing onto the bars.
I give her a quick squeeze on her hands and be like, "So you couldn't get a cell by yourself?"
No, but she's cool. So what's going on? What's going on? You're here, yeah. What's going on?
I'm here on a job. And side benefit is we're getting you out too.
Okay, I'm ready. She looks super excited. She turns around. She starts like gathering up some of her things.
It's like, all right, Gnostics, hit it.
There's an intercom in the prison system, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
Intercom, lights, most of the basics. And if you think of some things too, we can get creative here or whatever. But yeah, most things that you would think of, anything you can think of in this facility.
Well, I love you.
Over the intercom
you,
system. Over the intercom system, you just hear, "Sorry, due to recent budgetary restrictions, all personnel have been deemed non-essential." And then he turns off all like the personnel restrictions and so all the defenses would target the guards.
Nice. Yeah, you can do that. You get into the file that you've already had access to on that lower level with all the I think it was on that file ID that had the scheduling, the cam footage, the employee list stuff, all that. But yeah, you can easily go in, remove the guard's credentials. When you go into that and you go into those files to get those off, you can see that there's clearly 3 guards clocked in on duty. Obviously, you met the one in the back coming in the entrance as the cleaners. You met the one escorting the prisoners from the shower. Well, you didn't meet him, but you know that the team ran into that encounter. But you're seeing 3 as live and kind of on duty. You remove those credentials easily. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Their credentials go as soon as right after you say that on the intercom system. What's next?
I open up every single cell door in the prison.
Nice. Yeah, easily. All the cells open. It's almost a bit overwhelming, the sound of it, as all of them open at the same exact time. It almost echoes throughout the facility as just like this sort of uniform, like shung, and it just kind of shung, shung, shung. It almost like rumbles a little bit. And Scarecrow, Jax right in front of you, you see those kind of bars just instantly like lift up and go up into the ceiling. Hank, on your side with Colette, you see him open up and go as Colette looks at, oh shit, and some of the things she's holding that she was gathering her things, she's like, you know what, fuck it, I don't need any of this. She throws it all down. Her roommate kind of sits up and like, holy shit, girl, what's going on? She's like, hey, we're out of here. Whatever you want to do, you're out too. And she just kind of like runs over and gives you a big hug. Hank,
pull her in and just squeeze her as tight as I possibly can. Alex, real quick reminder, because we covered it last session. You're the one with the hair and DNA,
yes,
or because you got in your real skin pouch.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered. I'm like, wait, we have plot important stuff here. I got to remember that. This is Nick, not Hank, saying this. Like Nick's remembering, like shit. We've got plot stuff we need to do.
No, as soon as the bars are open, it's like, Yolof.
Oh yeah, and as soon as bars open, he just kind of looks shocked.
It's like, your sentence has been adjusted to time served. And they'll just pull open his shirt, open the real skin pouch, pull out the hair and the vial of blood, and it'll start like splashing the blood.
It's not a vial. It's a glop.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's like a mason jar size. Yeah.
It's Yeah, Scarecrow goes, fizzing his liver, pop back into place. Yes.
Bear's doing that. I grab Yola. You're coming with us. Let's go.
Yeah. Plus, we need some of his DNA in here too. So really quick, first things
as-
first. Before you go, just gonna knock out a few teeth, get some blood splatter on the wall.
Nice. Give me your martial arts or brawling. I think you have martial arts, so yeah, give me that.
I do, yes.
And yeah.
Try not to damage him too much.
And Jax, give me your persuasion.
Oof. Could be worse. 11.
Nice.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, as you say that, Jax, and you're coming with me, and as you take it, and Scarecrow says that and takes a swing, and he's kind of going with you. He's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm out. Who exactly are you with? What is this? And he kind of like moves, and you miss Scarecrow. Actually, that goes right past him. He's like, whoa, what is this? Hold on a second. What is going on here?
With Raven Microcybernetics.
His roommate sits up. His cellmate kind of like backs up.
You sit the fuck down. Or the last thing you will eat will be your fucking teeth.
Give me persuasion, Scarecrow.
All right. That's social. Oh no.
You got +2s. You got luck.
Yeah.
You're in the heat of the moment. I could see you using some of that, to increase the intensity. Scarecrow's.
Where the fuck did persuasion go? Social.
All the way down towards
there
the
we go.
bottom.
Persuasion. All right. Okay. I'll take 1 +2 for +2 to that. Don't fuck me. There we go.
And we still have how many more net actions do we have, Gnostics?
I have 2. Well,
Two more?
I have 2 more.
Okay. Yeah, because you opened the cell. You did, intercom. We'll let that be a free ride.
Actually.
3 more?
Oh no, sorry, no,
2 more.
no, sorry.
Because you did the
Thanks,
credentials,
Sunwalker.
and then you did the credentials, and then you did the cell. So you got 2 more net actions. Oh yeah, there's another +2. But yeah. Yeah, Scarecrow, you say that, and the celly just kind of like backs up against the line. He's like, all right, what the hell is this? What is going on here? He just kind of like backs up a little bit. And yeah, Yolof looks towards you, Jax, and okay, what is this? What's going on? Okay, early release, but what the fuck? Why are you swinging at me? What is going on here? And you hear like the commotion as people from other cells now are kind of filing out into the hallway. Some kind of going. Towards the right, some kind of going towards the left. Same thing with you, Hank, as you're hugging Colette. You see fixers and people kind of coming out of their cells and looking around, looking really confused. Some kind of running towards the front, some going towards the back. What? Another thing that's kind of weird though is none of them are like yelling or making a lot of noise. This facility has been very low volume as far as chatter and talking. It's almost like there's something about that, but a bit of chaos is going around as you hear like rustling and people like, oh, let's get out of here. What the fuck? Oh, the cell's open. Whatever. I don't care. Let's go. And they're like just kind of going kind of crazy. But Scarecrow and Jax, yeah, he's just kind of confused. Like, oh, what's going on here? What?
We're from Raven Microcybernetics. We're here to bounce you. We need to doctor the scene so that way no one comes looking for you. Or the other person that this came from. Now, unless you want to end up also like this, comply.
Okay. Hey, why didn't you just explain that? Okay, and he looks at his celly and just fine. Just not too hard to the face, please. Just make it quick. Let's go.
And he's just gonna just get him like nice square over the teeth, kind of can open to the nose a little bit, just to get a nice high velocity spray on the wall.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna just start spreading the blood and the hair on like the bed sheets and the walls, just make it look like.
What's your body stat?
My body stat is 8.
Ooh, is that a 3d6? Yeah, give me give me 3d6. Just kind of curious.
Can he pull his punch?
Yeah.
Because he's not trying to like do damage. He's just trying to get enough to make him bleed.
I'm hurting him, but I doubt I'll break his skull.
You're still duking him, so.
You're still duking him, like.
Yeah, it's 8. It's fine.
8, nice.
He's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. You hear a crack of a tooth, and his nose is just blood goes down, and you see a tooth pop out and fall. And he's like, oh shit! God damn!
He's fine.
What the
Don't
hell?
worry about it, Cupcake. They'll fix you right as well.
Oh god! It's all just blood just running, and that's not my tooth. Get my fucking tooth!
That's good. Just let it out. Get him out of here. And it's gonna just doctor up the scene.
Nice. Yeah, he kind of like leans on you, Jax. It's like, oh fuck. His eyes are watering. He's like, ah. He's like holding onto your shoulder as you see Scarecrow kind of spreading around the DNA.
Me and Colette, I'll start making my way back to Gnostics.
Nice. Yeah, you start making your way down, kind of down that path from the north side of that jail map right there. For the sake of chat, I just brought it up. And kind of make your way down to that kind of crossroads right there in the middle where from character, right there, from character point of view, you'll make a left. From player point of view, you'll be going right. Right when you get to that crossroads, let's go, you kind of transverse that distance. It's a bit difficult. You're making your way through a bunch of other prisoners that are kind of scrambling. They're kind of meeting up with each other. You hear them like chattering, kind of making their way. A couple kind of pass you, kind of heading towards that back door. Some that went up the other way. You see other ones coming from the south side of the path where Jackson Scarecrow went. Like it's a bit of chaos, but it doesn't look like there's, all this is happening within seconds. Over to Gnostics. Let's get your other net moves done before I can get over to, potential guards and reactions and system and other things. Let's see what else you're doing, though. You're in that system. 2 net actions. What's next?
Hank, I could easily turn on that fucking Tanglefoot flooring for you so that you stop in your tracks. Because, why shouldn't we leave you here if you're actually going to be doing God knows what, not actually helping with the job? At least I think you should sacrifice some fucking pay.
Gnostics, I just kept us out of trouble with that guard. I've done what I was supposed to do for the job. I'm getting mine as well.
Don't you worry. I'm gonna turn off the outside turret so that prisoners escaping aren't just gonna get suddenly mowed down, especially Colette and our captive person here. YOLO.
It's
It's
yellow now.
Could you turn it? Could you turn the outside turrets on so that the guards outside, if they start coming in, they get shot?
Well, all of their personnel is already turned off. The whole system does not recognize them as authorized access at all.
We could, as long as the turrets don't target us, I don't care.
But it might actually, the turrets actually might be. They target anyone leaving the prison that's not supposed to be leaving the prison. Is gonna get fucking mowed down.
Fair point.
So I just turned them off.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can do that.
Hank's a little bloodthirsty at the moment.
Yeah, anything else? You still have another net action. But yeah, you turn off the turrets as prisoners are scrambling, some towards the front, some towards the back.
And then that's not the... let me move back to the bottom floor, the file.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to start my... my virus here to completely just absolutely destroys the entire mainframe of video.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Just destroy all the cameras, make them inoperable, destroying the footage that's been saved to the file up till now. Yeah, I think that would, just for a simple destruction, I think that could be, just a DV10, probably only take you a couple minutes. Maybe a minute in real game time, knowing how that actually is kind of long. But as far as viruses are concerned, pretty short and simple. It's just kind of a destruct sort of thing. You're not trying to make it do anything tricky. So yeah, give me your interface. Let's see.
I can't use a +2 on a rollability, right?
You can. That was something that's funny. I was just going over that the other day. I can't remember who I was talking to about that. And I saw the amendment errata or something released for the original rule. Art Halsorian put out for the rulebook Cyberpunk Red, and it talks about which things like charismatic impact and certain things that you can and can't use luck on. So in my sense, I always do my +2s like luck. But in this case, yeah, you can go ahead and use a +2 or luck.
Absolutely,
Yep.
Use one.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh,
Nail it.
beautiful.
So yeah, it's just going to take you a minute, which is gonna we'll get back to you while you're working on it. But you're having success. You're in the system, and you're clearly like making this virus. You can see it about to launch, and it's just going to eat up all the programming and the files associated with the camera stuff. But yeah, back over to the team in no particular order. Chaos is happening. Let's go with let's go with Scarecrow and Jax first, because Hank has made his way to that crossroads as people are getting past him. But Scarecrow has now spread the DNA. As Jax, you've got Yolof hanging on you. He's just bleeding. You can barely see his eyes are watering from the damage Scarecrow did to him. He's like, let's get out of here. What's going on? Scarecrow, you spread the DNA.
Yes, spread the DNA is gonna be the coveralls we're gonna have like cargo pockets and shit, right?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just gonna stow the mason jars, take off his work gloves, stuff them away, and just follow the flow of traffic.
Yeah, as you do that, and you kind of get out with Jax heading, in the direction towards the back, where Hank C is, where Gnostics is heading in that direction. Some of the prisoners are going the other way, some are going the back way. There's chatter and stuff going on. You see the cellmate of Yola kind of like that was back against the wall. As you leave, he kind of like scurries out and kind of heads the opposite direction out towards the front. he just takes off. But yeah, you make your way down kind of around the corner, making your way in that direction. Hank, you're a little bit ahead of them. You're down at that kind of crossroads area, like I mentioned before there in the prison. You're with Colette. Some prisoners have already passed you. They're kind of heading towards that back door. Before the back door to the right down that hallway, down in that section is where Gnostics is in the system. Jackson Scarecrow are coming up behind you from around the corner very soon. But yeah, what are you and Colette doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and move a little bit further down, but I'm pacing myself so that I can wait for Scarecrow and Jax to come up with our query.
Okay.
And just kind of look at Colette and go, well, it's not the most exciting date I've ever taken you on.
Hey, I'm satisfied. This is the best in a long time. This is great. I can't believe this is actually happening. She's so excited.
Well, we're not out of it yet. Let's get out of here first.
Yeah. Of course. And it's about that time, yeah, Scarecrow Jax kind of pop around the corner. You see the payload, Yolof. You recognize him from the sort of a file, sitting there, blood pouring on, eyes watering, hanging on Jax's shoulder, following. You see some other prisoners kind of making their way around him, passing him, some popping out of a cell, looking the other way, Scarecrow coming around the corner. All of you are kind of meeting
As soon
up.
as I see Yolof's face, I just look at Scarecrow. I'm like, I look at Yolof and just say, I've had that same experience with that fist. It's okay. You'll be fine.
It's rated E for everyone.
He's with you.
I love it.
He's with you. Let's get out of here. Get me out of here.
Yeah, quit your belly aching. We're going.
It's like, Gnostics, we've got everything. We're heading out, heading your way. Make sure to free up our weapons when we leave, so we can take our shit when we leave.
That's where Scarecrow's going, is to secure our gear.
Nice.
Well,
back over to Gnostics as the team. Now you're kind of like past that crossroads. You're all together. You're right by that sort of entrance to the back sort of office lobby area where that guard kind of greeted where you came in the back. You're right at that sort of back entrance of the double doors. We're down that hallway to the right. You see all the cells open where prisoners have already come out. You see Gnostics at the end there in the system kind of messing with his virus. He's just wrapping it up now, destroying the camera footage and all that. But the other thing that you notice is like prisoners have went in and they're in that back room already, as well as but let's go over to Gnostics first. Let's get Gnostics. You just wrapped up that virus, as you notice Hank, Jackson, Scarecrow coming down to that tea with Colette and Yolof.
Can you open all the doors, Gnostics? Or is
all the doors are open, my friend.
And the gates.
Oh yeah. But I suppose you're wanting your weapons out of the fucking check.
Yes.
Not me. Can I check the camera feed to see if where our weapons are?
Well, no, your virus just destroyed the camera feed and the.
Oh, that's right.
footage.
I just destroyed all the cameras. I suppose I could. You might want to get there. Don't bother with me. Go to the fucking weapons check. If I open this and all these fuckers are raging past and suddenly boxes open with 3 weapons, they're gonna steal your shit.
This is true.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 of you can do it. You pop into the back, and just as you get into that sort of back lobby entrance area. And for the sake of chat, you can kind of see there on the map, it's where that red pin is on the right side of the map. That's kind of the back entrance to the facility. But yeah, as you get back there, you see the double doors are already kind of open. One of them's broken half off the hinges. You can see there's about maybe 5 or 6 prisoners. You can see like 2 or 3 more going out the back door, like already running through the parking lot, like already going out the door. But you see about 5 or 6 of them just beating the shit out of that guard. The guard's just like, oh, fuck, and he's just like going at it. You can hear a couple shots go off from the guard, but he's just getting just overrun by these prisoners. Some fixers, some exec-looking guys are just beating the shit out of him. But you enter the back lobby room, Hank, Jax, and Scarecrow. With
A beeline straight for that locker that he put our weapons in. I don't give a fuck about that guard.
Oh no, honey.
Like,
Yeah, as you go by,
and as we walk by, look at the prisoners and be like, "Carry on."
yeah, as you do that, the guard's getting beat up, and he just looks. He's like, "Oh, fucking help! He's
No.
Sorry, tinnitus. Can't hear you.
nice. And then you get over, and you're over to the locker, Gnostics.
All right.
The team's over at the locker.
I suppose that's all right. I open it up for them.
Nice. Yeah, it pops
Use the
open.
gun.
Yeah, all of you
Use
see
the
your
guns.
weapons that you checked earlier. You grab all your stuff. As you see those prisoners kind of putting the last little works on that guard as he's just laying there unconscious now or dead. It's hard to tell. He looks really fucked up. As the prisoners kind of get up and they're all just like talking to each other and scurrying out the back, and you can hear a couple shots coming from out back too as they go out and the door kind of swings open and slams back shut and stuff. And now you can hear some chatter coming from behind too, and like as prisoners are kind of running around, and it's just kind of a bit chaotic right now. But yeah, over to Gnostics.
Can I afford the humanity loss?
And then I'm gonna put a. Oh, almost forgot.
Uh-oh.
Where is? Oh man, I thought I had some. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna install Eraser. Boom. And that gives me a +2 on blocking.
Your cloak.
Oh yeah.
Use a +2 for that, bro.
So using my Eraser and +2.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Time for them to never know we were fucking here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
shit!
PWB. Yeah, he destroyed all cams and footage and saved footage on live feeds.
Oh shit! Damn!
Try and get through that. Try and get through that.
Yeah, I feel like no one's gonna know Gnostics even existed ever anywhere.
It was an inside job, I tell you.
That was an incredible cloak of
Jesus.
26. Just set your DV of your cloak as 26. 26 Gnostics. But yeah, you did that. You got some more net actions, or you can jack out whatever you want to do at this point.
I jack out and then just pull up my VR goggles, look at Nexus, and be like, let's get the fuck out of here.
I turn to Scarecrow and go look at the guard that's downed. Put a bullet in his head, just in case. Or I will.
This has been simple and clean. Don't make it messy.
But if he's not dead, he can identify us.
They can,
So
track,
can-
they
so-
can track the bullet too. So, Scarecrow, just go. There, cleaner.
Yeah, swift.
Thank you.
Swift snap as you hear a quick gurgle. He was unconscious. He was still alive, but no more. As he just take
You're
out
unconscionable.
take
I
out
love it.
take out the guard. And Gnostics made a good point too. Something part of the recap that I did not bring up for chat is Nexus, who is our media. We lost a player prior, and yeah, we had to continue on in the middle of the campaign. to make sure that our media as part of the team could go. So I'm controlling her as an NPC. So she's been kind of watching over Gnostics, knowing that he's kind of borderline cyber psychosis, and she's been hanging out. I didn't want her to lead much of the way, so she's just been kind of there. When the team needs her to do something, we can do the role, but for the most part, she's going to be treated kind of like an NPC. But yeah, so Nexus and Gnostics meet up with Hank, C, Jax, and Scarecrow as you enter the back room, just in time to see Scarecrow snap the neck of the guard on the ground just as you enter the back room, Gnostics.
Cool. I'm thinking of like as they were like getting through the crowd, like even though it was like a tense moment of like, you know, people running, like Gnostics, like just as they're running through, just casually brings like. So I'm thinking of like a story that comes out like about a critical failure at the prison where all systems just malfunctioned for no reason.
You say that on the intercom, you just hear Hank chuckling, just like that. I love that.
You know, and you're all right there in that back room. Now he entered the back room. Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Nexus says, "I like that story. I think I could spin something like that." And yeah, Hank says, "Let's get the fuck out of here." As you go to exit the back door, and we take our 5-minute bio break. Don't anyone go anywhere. Chat, hang out. We're just going to take a quick 5-minute bio break, and we'll be right back to continue right where we left off with the team exiting the back door of the facility, the NC prison. I'm going to leave the mics hot, so if the team wants to chat about anything, chat can hear it and be involved. All right, we'll be right back.
I'm saying as little as possible because I don't want to jinx us. Holy shit.
Well, someone's got to die, though. You figure that. Talk amongst yourselves. Who's got to die?
That was the guard.
There must be one sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, Nexus is the NPC.
Nothing
Nothing but love to Uruhime. I love Uruhime. I love gaming with her. But Nexus is the NPC. If somebody's got to die, let the NPC die.
Oh, Scarecrow would be so heartbroken and mad.
Oh, grow up.
Yeah, the guy's like we're being professional. This it's like bam, Kill Bill sirens. This was. I'm not sure how I felt about that, but now that it's gone, I know I feel bad about it. Fuck.
Honestly, that was my favorite part about Uruhime being with us. Just the constant flirting with Scarecrow. It was like, I don't know what I should do, and Hank's just sitting there like, I'm enjoying every fucking second of this.
Yes, yeah, fucking. Yeah, Scarecrow is just not know how to process at all. Two pretty levels can die.
Craghorse, you take that back. You take that back right now.
Almost fair 11 more, motherfucker.
You take that shit back right now.
Oh man.
Yes, please join our Discord. We have a lot of fun on there. We got a lot of different stuff on there, including play by post.
We're also recruiting for our admin team, so if you're interested, please apply.
And that is the lovely Val Mulligan posting all of these links. Our fearless GM's significant other, spouse, lovely woman. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Val plays the Fixer on Team Veritas.
Phoenix.
Yes, Phoenix, the lovely Southern Belle Phoenix. You are welcome, Val. First time I heard you say bless your heart, I'm like, that's somebody who knows exactly how to say that.
I don't mind the first one bad.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. Hank's a little bit more bloodthirsty than usual right now.
I get that. Yeah, his blood's up, especially. Imagine he's trying to chew off a little bit for the misses.
Not even that, actually. I think that's probably going to be worrying for her. For them, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Colette uses she, them.
I was only half wrong. Okay.
Colette, when I wrote her up, Colette is trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
Going through bioaugmentation or biosculpting. So nearly finished with all of that. Get him some Nova Jane.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, I mean Hank's at Humanity 3 right or Empathy 3 right now. So he's not cyber psycho, but he's getting there. Like that's kind of why that impulsiveness and that violence is starting to come up in him. Like
To realize Nova Janes are like a constant thing, right?
Yeah, you just gotta. Oh, this duo was at Nova Jane and Blue Glass, then just take a nice long nap.
All right, we ready to go back? Oh wait, we need Will.
Still missing Gnostics.
We need our Gnostics.
Yeah, we're missing G Nasty.
G Nasty.
G Nasty. Yes, especially since he's the driver.
Yeah.
Oh, Udahame could drive.
This is also
That's
true.
right.
I took some points in drive because shit. I've got the reflexes for it, so.
Yeah, and who knows what Gnostics is going to be doing with his fucked up empathy and humanities.
Yeah, start seeing like little like point score values over the running prisoners. Just starts I scored time.
I've got to win this from Scotland, mate.
Scotland. Oh man,
I think it's
I've got to
Irish.
get the goal. Not with that accent, like unless that's like a deep, like Northern Irish accent.
Are you what?
Your accent's Scottish, right?
So he's from a
Drift
drift
Nation.
nation that is made up of like low class Irish and Scottish nationals.
They blend
Okay.
them together.
Blended together. Okay.
All right,
That's why when he was called a Scot, he was just like, I'm not a fucking Scot.
as Irish Glaswegian.
Drift Nation. It's an evolution of all that. I love the Drift Nation concept. I loved running
Drift
that in
slang.
Sirenscape. Let's see here. All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Everyone can see us once again. We're back. Hey, everybody. Hopefully you could hear us the whole time and chat with some of our players. We're right back to it as the team kind of kicks out the back door of the prison to basically see the back parking lot with just the couple vehicles that were there. You can see probably about a dozen prisoners kind of running towards the back. You can see up near that back guard gate. You can see that other prisoner out there, and he has his rifle where you heard a couple shots earlier. You see another shot go off as there's like about 3 prisoners kind of grappling with him and kind of like taking him to the ground and fighting with him as other ones are going out the back and just kind of running off into the Badlands. A couple others running off kind of in that side access road street alongside of the facility. But it's all kind of happening fast as you come out the back doors. I'll let you all take it from there.
Beeline for the van.
Yes, Skicker's just gonna be keeping a bead on the inmates that are armed, just in case they decide to get stupid. So
Yeah.
at a nice low ready.
Yes, I would say Hank's got Deal or No Deal out as well. Which, for those who have not watched our previous streams, Deal or No Deal is the very heavy pistol I stole off of the corpo we killed.
Nice. Yeah, you make your way back there. As the Night City sounds kind of take over in the facility, just kind of quiets down in the background, and it's kind of eerie because it really makes you realize how quiet it really was in there comparatively. But you come out here, city sounds going, the chaos. You make your way kind of towards the back. You see that guard fighting with 3 prisoners. He's just scrambling as one of them kind of gets the rifle away from him, and he's fighting with the other 2. Yeah, and you all are kind of scrambling out towards the back. What are you all doing as Yolof is following behind and just kind of holding your arm? Colette's right there with you, Hank. I'm like, what are we doing?
Get into that van.
Oh, okay. She runs right over to it. You all are hopping into the van, getting in. As you're getting in, you see one of the prisoners kind of running up behind and like kind of going to climb up into the back of the van with all of you.
Yeah, gun out, pointed right at him. Like,
Whoa,
no,
hey!
This is not your ride.
I'm gonna get the next ride. I'll get the next one. He just kind of like pops out the back of the van. He's just kind of running off towards the back gate. But you're all in the van.
Gnostics is driving.
Yes.
It takes him like a minute to like actually like start driving as he like puts in like headphones. He starts like looking for a song on his agent. We need a good getaway song.
On us.
We need a good getaway song.
Nexus just says, "Oh my God, just fucking go! What is wrong with him?"
All right. That's good. Let's fucking go.
What song?
That's Knuckle to the Skull. That's the song. Let's go.
Is that a Slipknot, right? That was Slipknot.
That's a Hank C, isn't it? Isn't that a Hank C original?
Yeah, it's a Hank C original. Knuckle to the Skull. Let's go.
How's it go?
I'm gonna compose it right now.
all percussions.
It's all drums and bass. That's all it is.
Gnostics peeling out in the van, just backing up as you see a couple of the prisoners kind of dodge out of the way, and you're kind of making your way out the back as you see the guard on the ground fighting with the 2 guys. You see one of the other prisoners that took the rifle just square up and pop, just shoots the guard right in the head. And then they kind of like run off towards the gate as you peel out the back parking garage, kind of getting towards the access road. You can clearly hear sirens in the distance. Can't tell if those are sirens heading this way from the chaos happening or just normal sirens in Night City. You can hear them in Sirenscape going on. It's absolutely set in the perfect mood for what's going on. But you hit that access road on the side of the prison. Where are you going? What are you doing as all this chaos is going? You even see some prisoners running down the road alongside of the van. It's just chaos.
South Night City? Kind of looking at the group like South Night City?
Somewhere we can lay low.
Roping this fucker off.
Combat zone. Actually, speaking of which, pull out my agent. I'm calling up Mr. K real quick.
Okay. Yeah, you call him up. Hank C, what's good?
Not much. Listen, I've got a favor to ask. I need to dispose of a van. And I don't have the eddies to really get like proper disposal. Can you handle that?
Are you always with the disposing of things? It's incredible that you're always trying to dispose of something.
I mean, it's one use only. We needed the van for something. Now we got to get rid of it. I don't want to get, put too much heat on you. So, like, point me in the direction of some place where I can blow it the fuck up or something like that. And we'll, like, we have a day. That's all.
Well, I mean, you want it to blow up, just head out into the Badlands somewhere, set it off. I'll arrange a ride for you if you can't arrange your own, but if you need it to fully disappear, I can arrange that for a price, my friend.
How much?
Let's see. Well, we're already in bed on a few things. You already owe me. We'll just clean 500.
Clean 500? I can do that. Not a problem. Just point me to the direction, and we'll handle it from there.
Yeah, I'll send you an address to one of the garages I work with right now. Here, let me just send. Boop, your agent goes off. You see an address.
Much appreciated, Mr. K. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Yeah, and don't forget, I'll be looking forward to the favor. You still owe me.
Oh yes, not a problem. Click. Gnostics. Here's the address, and I ping him. I ping it to his agent.
Scarecrow is once we're fully on the move, he's gonna be holstering his pistol and just taking his assault rifle out of the carry-all, just keeping that at the low ready, just in case.
Look at Yolof like Yolof. I think Scarecrow kind of told you what the game is. So yeah, you didn't see her under any circumstances.
That's not a problem. I honestly can't see shit right now.
That's good. Just close your eyes and don't look around.
His eyes are still watery. You clearly see that Scarecrow broke his nose, knocked out a tooth. Like he's having a hard time seeing.
And I kind of point to everybody and go, "This is Kismet."
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I did.
We're going to be getting a payout for that rescue mission because that was 2 jobs in 1. So I'm expecting a secondary payout.
Colette looks at you, Hank. He's part of your team?
Yeah.
We're all assholes here.
Except for Nexus. Nexus is kind of cool.
Just she's stuck with us. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right. Okay.
What's so funny, Will?
Why is he such a dick? Colette looks at you, Hank. Why is he such a dick?
I just kind of lean in and temporarily turn off our communicator because it's an internal communicator for me. I just kind of lean in and go, he's about 2 steps away from cyberpsychosis, so we're trying to keep him on the level.
Ah, okay. Babe, to be honest, you seem a little off to me like that. Have you been okay?
Not really. Turn my communicator back on. Yeah, it's been a rough few weeks, but you're free. That's all that matters right now, and we did our job. So our patrons should be happy. Okay, well, at least I'm out. I'm glad I was just a happy addition to your gig. But yeah, whenever you get through whatever job this is you're in the middle of, we definitely need to sit down and figure out what we're doing as far as a whole new name, life, all that sort of stuff. Some of my fixer hookups are kind of tapped out probably with all this time passed. So we'll need to figure out what we're doing. But obviously, I can't be me. No. And I've already made connections for that. So I've got a few phone calls I need to make for it, but it'll happen. Okay. Yeah, and after a while, not just a simple rocker boy anymore. Nice. Yeah, and as you make your way through South Night City and kind of cutting through to this address that Mr. K gave, you end up at a garage. It looks like just a normal sort of tech garage setup. As you pull up, you see an older man out front with the open garage door, and as you pull up kind of slow, like checking the address stuff, he just kind of like gestures and waves and goes like this to pull in the garage. Yeah, the second you pull in, he just drops the garage door thing,
turning around. You can see you're inside a very small garage. There's only like 3 different garages. The other 2 closed. You can see like a cyber bike. You see some type of like truck sort of mod van truck sort of thing. Almost looks like an old Camino with a back setup like he's modding out. This garage completely open that you just pulled in that he closed down. You can see like some other tech sort of guy in overalls covered in grease over on the other side. He has like extra arms out with tools. Like he has like 4 arms. And he's working on that sort of modded out El Camino van truck looking thing on the far end of the garage. As you come in, he kind of like lowers the garage. He looks towards your van, and he walks over to the driver's side, Gnostics, and he said, "Oh, okay, so you're here from Mr. K then, right?"
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, get the fuck out. I think this is mine now, right?
Right, but I'd love to see more of that fucking Camino over there.
Later, Gnostics. Later.
He is beautiful. All right.
It is a beautiful ride.
Can we talk later?
Well, yeah. Leave me a contact. When we get it modded, it's going on market. You can surely make an offer.
All right.
I get out. I'll hand him. I'll send him 500 eddies. You know, it's like, here's what me and Mr. K agreed on. If in the future, if you need any additional assistance around here, I know you got the hookup with Mr. K. You know, consider me as well. Here's my contact info.
Nice. You got it. Takes that info, puts it away. And then he just kind of gestures like pointing, and you can see there's a side door that's kind of to the right where he dropped the garage. And he's like, now if you would just be so kind to leave me with my new toy, and you were never here. And he points at the door.
We were never here.
So Scarecrow, as they're schmoozing, he's getting out of the coveralls, bundling them up, and he's like, dumpster or oil drum. He'll say to the proprietor, disposal where?
Fine, dumpster's fine. Yeah, he points over. You can see.
Yeah, same with Hank. Get out of the coveralls. Dumpster.
And we all shed.
Yep. We all shed. Gnostic starts calling a combat cab.
I call a combat cab as well, and I give Colette, I'll say 30 eddies. That should be more than enough since we're still in South Night City. Here's the address for the cargo container. Give her the container number. Stay there. I'll meet you when I'm done.
Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. Just be safe.
Yep. Give her a quick kiss and send her on her way.
Yeah, she reciprocates and takes the info. And just as she's going to take off, and Gnostic's getting on the line, and you get on the line to call the combat cab. And then, just as suggested as Australis plays, I can't take away his negative plot twist. You just hear something kind of go thud as this sort of big person just comes scurrying out from under the van, clearly holding on to the bottom of the van, an escaped prisoner. Looks like less exec, more fixer style, maybe from that side of the prison, but looks a little off. Can't tell which cell this one came out of, but clearly has some cyber psychosis shit going on, as you just see a sort of twitch to the eye as it scurries up and pops up. It's kind of sweating, and just like looks right at all of you and just chunk pops out some wolvers and just starts lunging towards all of you. Why doesn't everyone get on that combat tracker and give me initiative? You can thank Australis Plays for an awesome awesome negative plot twist.
Oh, god damn it, Australius.
All right,
yeah.
You.
That's what I was laughing at, because I don't know if you saw that part in chat where they suggested.
I see everything.
Out of the bottom, like some sideshow Bob.
All right, so I just really quick. I'm putting 2 of my points into of my 6 solo points into initiative reaction. I'm activating my Sendevistan, and then I am putting the rest into spot weakness. So it's putting the 4 into spot weakness.
Okay.
So this would be initiative plus 5. 4. Okay, so that's 19 for me.
And 11 for Hank.
Is that updating? It's not updating for me.
Yeah, I actually don't see the combat tracker.
You have to call it up. It's the cross swords on the upper right.
Yeah, I've got it open, but you've got to open it for yourself too.
Oh.
But
okay.
maybe click on your character. Make sure that it updated, everyone. Because I see right now Hank has an 11, Scarecrow 14.
Mine's good. Oh, no, mine's not. Mine's 15.
Okay, I can just manually change it if you can't. There we go. What was Scarecrow?
Mine was after the Ascendevistan and the +2 from the initiative reaction. That's a total of 19.
19. What was
You
Hank?
also have an effect on you, Rob, that says save 1 dead.
Hank, what was your...
Mine was a straight 11, so that's correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your save 1 dead. I don't know what that's from.
Might have been from the fight we all had at the night market.
No, that would already be gone.
Well, maybe if you remove me from the combat tracker and then add me back in.
Yeah, we can try that. Let's see. There we go. What was your number?
15.
There we go. And you have no more death penalty, death save penalty or anything, so you're good to go. But yeah, you this entity just pops out from under the van. Clearly, some fucked up fixer-looking prisoner from the facility, stowaway, hanging on the bottom of the van. Little negative plot twist from Australis as it pops up, freaking out, popping out wolvers and just lunging at the group of you. Gnostics. Oh, is that your initiative was 24? Damn, Gnostics, you're up. You've got the top one here.
Yeah, my action is to really just pull my sword out of my cane.
Okay. Yeah, you pull it out and arm yourself. What about Scarebear?
Scarecrow's saying that. How far away is he from us?
I mean, he's right the fuck there. He's already made his way at point blank range for any type of handgun or pistol, or close enough to engage in melee.
Let's see.
Edward Cleaver hands. I like that.
Edward Cleaver. Oh God. I'm gonna step back to 7 meters. Level my assault rifle, and I'm gonna rip an auto fire into him.
Nice. Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna use.
Give me your auto fire.
Yeah. Should be fine. Let's do this. 18. I believe that just meets it. Yes. See, at 7 to 12, it's 16.
Nice. What did you get? 18? Oh, okay. Nice.
18, yeah.
What was the
from at the 7 to 12 bracket?
Oh, 17?
Yeah, it's 16. Or no, wait, no, that's fuck. Never mind. That's for single fire. It's auto fire. No, then I miss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I miss. Yeah, so you go full auto on him, and it just kind of, it all kind of happened so quick. You weren't expecting this person all of a sudden jumping out from under the van. Just a bit of a surprise. So yeah, you miss. You just go full auto, kind of all around. Belladonna Jax.
Pop my my submachine gun.
Uh-huh.
Lay a freaking auto fire into him.
Ooh, more auto fire. Don't forget +2s and luck. Nice, crit success. Nice.
Oh
yeah,
my
give me
God.
2d6. Ah, of course.
But it's times, what is it, times 2 or times 3?
Times 3.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could be worse.
All he doesn't get to is he wearing any armor?
No, he's just wearing his prison gear, his like jumpsuit looking thing.
Okay.
So yeah, just just fucking full auto right into him, shredding up. You clearly see some blood spray as you see it all going right into his HP. shredding up his prison suit there. But he lunges forward and takes a couple swipes with his wolvers. One at you, Belladonna, and then one at Scarebear. So yeah, give me your evasion.
That's 2 and 4 of my luck.
You're using a +2?
Yeah.
All right, we got 1 left.
Oh, Matrix dodge.
15.
I just wonder what the odds
Gotta
are
beat a 15.
and the ones. Jesus.
28 for my
Ooh.
evasion.
Yeah, both of
And
you.
16.
Nice, just did it. Yeah, just a couple swipes after taking that full auto right into his chest. He's just a little off. Couple swipes and Jax's Scarecrow. You're able to kind of dodge both those swings. Hank.
It's like, well, great. I get to actually try these out now. I pop my wolvers. I will move around him to get behind him and immediately go in right for his back.
Nice. Yeah, go for it. Give me your melee.
All right, let's try this with just a straight roll and see how it works. 17.
Yep, that's a hit. Give me damage.
Damage
3d6.
is gonna be 7 points of damage.
Hey, there's a couple +2s from Frivers.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, big jab with those wolvers. You have another move with your melee, Hank.
Yes, I do. Another shot with the wolvers. I'll take a +2 for this one.
Nice. Got to
You left.
Oh, hell
Critical. Oh,
beat a 14.
34.
Yeah, I think you beat a 14 by 20. That's a hit. Let's get that. Let's get that damage. That was brutal.
Oh, so close. So close to a critical injury. That would be 12 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah, you lay into him as more blood just kind of spurts out from the back and kind of sprays back on you, and he kind of looks back. Oh, what the fuck? And he's just kind of freaking out. You see his eye twitching. Everyone who's in front of him. As you see some blood kind of leaking out of his mouth, Jax, Gnostics, and Scarecrow, anyone who's in front of him. You can tell he's got some internal damage going on, some significant damage here. However, back over to you, Gnostics.
Means all 5 points of my luck here. And I am going to take an aimed melee shot at his head. So that would be it's +5, but to -8, so it's a -3. Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
-3 to the roll.
Okay.
No, you just got to beat a 12.
Yep. 15.
Nice. Does that have the negative in there?
Yep, it has the negative in there.
Nice. Perfect.
-3.
Nice. That's a hit. Give me the damage.
To the head, it's doubled.
And just as you're hitting him with that, the old guy that was putting down the garage telling you to leave, he's like kind of running off to the other side. You see his partner that was doing the custom work with all the arms like backed up against, like they're like looking, and the old guy makes his way over there. And he's like, "Oh my God, what is he with you? What is going on?"
That's
Ooh.
26 fucking damage to the head.
Yeah, you can describe how you finish this guy.
Straight up decapitation, right through the neck, just fucking decapitation.
Is like, do you go like swipe, sheath the cane,
I threw it, yeah.
and then the head falls after the cane's back in place? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get some samurai bushido up in this shit. Yeah.
yeah. The
The
head.
Scarecrow just goes. Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Even Hank kind of looks and goes, "Not bad, Gnostics. Not bad at all."
The old guy on the other side of the room. Oh my God! So I take it he wasn't with you. Who's cleaning this up?
We will.
Well,
clean
you
this up.
are because you told us to fucking leave. So we leave. You clean up the mess of the car and whatever the.
This
fuck
wasn't part of the deal. This wasn't part of the deal. I'm
Gnostics.
calling Mr. K. He pulls out his
No,
agent.
no. Don't need. There's no need to call Mr. K. We will handle this. This was not part of our arrangement. I do sincerely apologize. We did not know he was under there. We'll handle this.
Give me a persuasion, Hank.
I will take a +2 for this.
All right, we got 1 left.
And I will dump 3 points of luck in here, so that'll make it a +5. 18.
Nice. Okay. All right. He puts his agent away, closes it up, puts it away. Just clean it up. What the fuck? This is what the hell? You don't check to see if you have stowaways. All right, fine, whatever. Just clean it up. Clean it up.
We were in a bit of a hurry. Scarecrow, you want to help me with the body? There's a dumpster outside. They'll be nice.
Scarecrow's just gonna just grab the guy by like he's got like a waistband or something. Just haul him up like his luggage.
I'll grab the head. Can you two mop that up real quick? Because that's a lot of blood.
As for Yorick, I knew him well.
Hey Hank, can you rip can you cleave that arm off that's got the rippers? Or the wolvers?
Come on.
Pop. Cut.
Thank you. Come with me.
What? We're recycling.
Waste not, want not.
Been signed for working with scabs.
Hey. We did not take it off of him when he was still alive. Which when I hold the head up to him, it's like, nothing like a little head. Hey, Scarecrow?
Wasn't using them anymore.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Scarecrow's gonna just dump the body.
Yeah, high five.
Actually, I'll give you a high five with the hand.
Scarecrow Nexus leans in to you and just like, this entire team is getting really fucked up. I think everyone needs therapy, like now.
I need a massage, acupuncture, and a bath.
I dump the head with the body in the dumpster.
Gnostics doesn't bother even helping with the cleanup. He just hops, like, he opens up the back door of the van, and just, like, while they're doing that, just lights up a cigarette and just gets on his agent. Just...
Rob, with your permission, I'd like to prop a coin flip with Hank really quick.
Okay. Yeah. What's up?
It's, I guess, or we could roll it here. It's, I guess, high or low. Hank.
I'll go high.
All right. Scarecrow's gonna turn like a little head. He's just gonna headbutt you. a little head. Jesus Christ! Just start muttering in Japanese, like seethingly mad.
And following up in Japanese, like touching my nose, going, I thought it was a funny joke.
That is the source of the problem.
Hey, at least I'm not fucking Gnostics at this point.
Gnostics just chimes in, like, because he can hear you guys speaking Japanese. He doesn't speak Japanese, but just starts spouting off Chinese, like, to no one in particular. just like, God damn it, I just want to fucking go home.
Guys, we're going to wait for the cab, like, you're splitting matted hairs.
I kind of actually brush off some of the matted hairs on the wall, like the bloody hair. But, I mean, actually, I'm doing some finger painting at the moment.
Just then, combat cab pulls up.
Get a fucking car.
Yes, Dad.
That's all right.
Like, and have we cleaned up enough at this point?
Oh yeah. Yeah, in the time it takes for the cab to come, all that fun back and forth banter stuff, yeah, absolutely. You're able to clean up, throw the body in the dumpster, and do it enough that the old man that runs the shop is satisfied.
It's like, look at the dude running the shop, like, again, our sincere apologies. We'll get out of your hair now. Have a good one.
He just nods.
Let me know about the fucking Camino.
Yeah, I'll call you.
As we walk out, the door closes. I'm like, I don't think you're getting that Camino.
No, I was gonna steal it, actually.
Of course you were. All right, let's get
need
this.
to know when it's done. Let's go home.
Walking Yolof to the combat cab of like, let's go Yolof. Come on.
Dropping off the trash first.
Yeah, he's got some of the blood's kind of all crusted now. His nose looks swollen, a little bit crooked, a little off. His eyes kind of red. You see like blackened eyes a bit. He kind of see now, but clearly you broke his nose. He's missing one front tooth. He's just like, let's
I'll
just
try to clean him up a little bit. Like you don't want to take him looking like that to the office. Like I'll clean him up a little bit.
Yeah, he's just like, don't touch that again. He's like takes the rag from you, just like fine. He like cleans himself
It's
up.
like, do you want me to do some first aid real quick, dude? Try and help out a little bit.
No, I think you've done enough. Let's just get me back. Just get me back to Microcyb.
Help us for some fast food real quick, like do the drive-through.
No, let's get me back.
All right.
Food after Gnostics.
Food after Cromwell's tree.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, you all get in the combat cab and start heading over to Raven Microcyb. Let me bring up the imagery there. Shout out to my boy Zach, GM Capricious Nature, hooked up this image for us. The little Raven Microcyb home base, all ominous, going off into the polluted skies. But yeah, as you get there, make your way in and up into your conference room, and it's not too shortly after that Mr. Cromwell enters. All of you go in, you sit down. Yolof is kind of cleaning himself up a bit more. And yeah, Cromwell enters. He's got a few guards with him, as always. He's got his assistant with him. There's some imagery. Shout out to my buddy Crosswire. Artist Crosswire does the official artwork for the Cyberpunk Red companion app. He also makes the art for a lot of my campaigns, the character art and NPCs, as well as some of the upcoming campaigns that we'll be releasing, possibly for Cyborg and some other systems as well. But Mr. Cromwell enters the room, your boss. He looks pretty pissed off as he enters. I mean, he always looks pretty stern, but you can tell he's somewhat upset as he comes in. But as he comes in, he looks and he makes eye contact with Yolof, and you see Yolof stand up. Cromwell! And he goes over, and then you see Cromwell kind of like light up, his eyes get kind of big, and he gives Yolof a hug and gestures to the door, and he says, why don't you get back with Pete and get things going? And Yolof leaves the room, and you see Cromwell's assistant kind of go off with him. Now it's just Cromwell in the room with security, and he looks at the rest of you and says, well, I guess you successfully got Yolof out of there. I guess that's good news considering how much you fucked up the first part of this mission. So fill me in. Did everything go as planned? Was the DNA spread? Did you leave some of Yolof there? It looks like he's missing a tooth. What happened?
I'll start me right off here and say they couldn't have done it without me. And we did a fucking side mission, so I think I'm eligible for a little extra bonus pay, sir.
Basically, the DNA was left. Both what we took from Drake and Yolof's. We erased all of the video footage. We've made it look like it was a catastrophic system failure and initiated a prison break. So it's going to take NCP.
Oh,
well,
we did that.
Gnostics did the majority of that. But it should take the NCPD quite a long time to figure out who got let out or who escaped and who's unaccounted for. And Nexus is going to release a story about a catastrophic system failure at the prison to help cover our tracks.
Okay. Well, it seems like it's lining up a little better than I first assumed here. And that's a good thing. However, what's up with Gnostics here? He seems a little fucked up and off. I don't really appreciate the pushy attitude here.
I'm the one that fucking carried this fucking group.
I grabbed Gnostics, I put my hand over his mouth, and I said, shut the fuck up right now, please. Gnostics is dealing with some shit. We're gonna get him taken care of. It's all being handled.
Taken care of. You're off with fucking shit with me for tonight. I deserve a little bit of extra compensation for saving your fucking input and fucking and fucking you, Cromwell. And like that seems to be
your mouth is covered. Your mouth is covered by.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, your mouth is covered. Yeah, your mouth is covered. Like, and I am gripping your fucking head. Like,
he was seeing a prison in showers. I think he was a bit triggered. His blood's still high. He'll cool off in 24 hours.
Okay, well, get him under control. Any more bullshit like this, and, well, no more bullshit like this. Let's just say that. And yeah, Nexus, go work on your release. Obviously, you don't need to sugarcoat things or twist it up too much. I mean, literally just explain what the fuck just happened. Some type of glitch, like you said, everyone escapes or whatever. We'll let the DNA speak for itself. We got Yolof. I'm satisfied. Good enough. He goes down to his agent. Bling, 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 bling. And like each of you get 1,000 eddies. 1,000 credits triggered right to your agents. Alright, so get the fuck out. Put out that report. Make sure the story gets out. And take some time. Take some time, you know? We got to line up a couple things. And honestly, with Yolof out and the whole DNA situation, and you fucking up the first part of this, I kind of need you to lay low for a little while. And we'll contact you with the next gig.
Sounds good. I walk with Gnostics, my hand still on his fucking mouth. Just like, walk. Right now.
1,000! Only 1,000!
I keep walking him until we're out of the building.
Yeah. Nice.
Until
Yeah.
we're out of the building. We're out of the building, and I will keep walking him until we're like a block or so away. And as soon as we're like, wait for everybody to follow us, like, come on, let's go. As soon as we get around and we're about a block away, I spin him, push him against a wall, and I will pop my Wolvers. But I'm going to do a Wolverine, and I'm going to pop 2 Wolvers on either side of his face, with the third one just under his chin. And I say, if you ever fucking mention Colette to that motherfucker, I will zero you without a second thought. Do you understand me?
Understand that your hands are really wet. Your hands are really sweaty right now.
Yes, they are. And this middle claw is just about ready to pop. So I would strongly recommend you change your fucking tone right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not fucking save your input for you?
Yes, you did. But you also almost mentioned her to Cromwell, which means she could become a target.
All right.
I have to get her out of the city before Min finds out she's missing.
I also like the idea too, since Hank is kind of borderline cyberpsychosis, since he's dealing with low humanity, that PWB cool check sort of deal. Because I like it, you're not trying to hurt him, but in the heat of this back and forth, and it's it hasn't been a hidden thing that Gnostics and Hank have been fucking butting heads and having their issues. So let's see if Hank can kind of hold back from popping that third blade into Gnostics as he's getting pissed off. So let's just do a cool check, just a basic cool check. I'm not going to have it be affected by the actual cyberpsychosis. Just the fact that we have to do this check is due to the cyberpsychosis. So let's do a normal cool check, just a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your cool stat.
Where's cool check in
Not an actual cool check, Hank.
Sorry.
Yeah, just roll a 1d10 and let me know if it's under your cool stat. Yeah.
Okay, my apologies.
Yeah, no problem.
It's under my cool.
Mine is not.
Yeah, it's
My cool is 7.
Yeah.
I am struggling. I'm sorry. Scarecrow, stop me now.
Is Scarecrow just gonna drop? And it's like
stop me, please.
Into your fucking gourd.
Blade pops out. So yeah, let's get that 3d6.
I will try to pull away as fast as I can. But yeah, Blade's gonna pop.
Yeah, it's gonna pop. It's the cyberpsychosis side of it. You're not under your cool stat, and it makes sense. Hank's wrapped up in this Colette issue. It's more than just the normal butting heads of Gnostics Hank pissed off at each other or rubbing each other the wrong way. Now it's involving Colette and Cromwell, and this sort of like the severity of that. I could see Hank losing it as that blade pops and doesn't really kill you. It's not like double for head damage. It's not an aim shot. for the cinematic purposes, we know where it was, but we'll say it kind of grazes the chin enough, doing 10 points of damage to your HP, Gnostics, slicing open your jaw a bit. Now you got this big scar across your chin.
That Scarecrow's going in. He's just gonna try and drive Hank to the ground.
Character.
Thanks, Dabble After Dark, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, as hopped up as I am at the moment, I'm gonna resist.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
gonna resist.
Yeah, do
Right.
evasion as Scarecrow does martial arts. Jax, what are you doing as all this shit seems to happen within seconds? I would imagine a part of Jax is enjoying it like entertainment, as fucked up as Jax is.
I'm smirking at this, but
Oh hell no, that's perfect. Oh hell no, critical failure. I love it.
Yeah, and so Scarecrow just comes in, just like full like Panther pop punches right into the fucking throat.
Like,
Just like you need to simmer the fuck down.
I'm
yeah.
smirking at this, and I reach for my sedative and hit Hank with a sedative.
oh, that's a melee.
Yeah, go for it, Jax. Do a melee, and Hank, give me your evasion after you just took that 13 points of damage, remembering half SP rounded up.
So that's 6. So it's 7 points to my HP.
And then you got to dodge Jax trying to hit you with a sedative.
Okay.
Is that brawling melee or melee weapon?
Melee. Yeah.
Okay.
And Hank, your evasion.
So yeah, 16.
Ooh, I like that PWB. Instead of scraping the jaw line, maybe it goes through and skewers Gnostic's tongue. And now, moving forward from this point on, Gnostics has to have that accent, but with a lisp. No, I'm kidding. That'd be so fucked up to do to him.
Hard.
That'd be so messed
Please
up.
no.
Like,
Please no.
And I could do that and fail the fucking thing.
God, it's
like,
horrifying.
that'd be so horrible.
Constantly just having like 3 sticks of gum whenever you're talking as Gnostics. Like,
What's your oh, you did your evasion? Yeah, you evaded. Jax tries to hit you with the sedative. You see the air hypo come in. Hank, as Scarecrow punches you after the Gnostic situation and doesn't hit you with the air hypo. Nexus just kind of yells out, "Can we all stop? Everyone, just fucking stop!"
I back up and I'm breathing heavy like.
Nexus stands in between everybody in the middle, and she's like, "Just stop! Stop!"
I sheath the wolvers.
Now I hit him with the sedative.
No. I'm good.
Nope.
I'm good.
Already hit you with the sedative.
I'm good.
do melee. You're already going for it.
You're fine. I'm good.
I'm gonna dump my 4 luck into it.
I'm.
Do we have
Hank,
any plus 2s?
evasion.
The floor got really.
I think you can't use +2s when it's PvP. You can use your luck, but you can't use a +2. Those are team, yeah.
Alright then.
All right. I'm using my luck as well. All right. Let's see how this goes. Nope. I am getting stabbed.
Yep. Yeah. Within a second, just as you described, as Nexus is like, just everyone stop, calm down, stop. And then you're like, I'm good. You pop in the wolvers. You're like, I'm good. And then Jax just slinks up right, and you're just like, I'm good.
I'm good.
Girl.
And I'll just fall backward and just fall against a wall.
Yeah. Nexus just says, Jesus, fuck, Jax, really? Oh my God. Look.
He needed a timeout.
Look, call a cab. Let's go to my place. I was gonna have a little get together, celebrate thing after our first gig. I was excited. This is my first gig with all of you, and we succeeded. And then you all fight each other, and now you put him unconscious. And look at Gnostic's chin. Look at him. He's scarred for life.
We're a family, and we're a very dysfunctional family.
Jax, can you fucking stitch this up because it will
God.
not fucking stop bleeding.
Can we just go celebrate? Can somebody pick up Hank?
Scarecrow just
Love that, but I need fucking stitches.
I'll get you situated. I'm gonna let you sit like that for a few minutes because you kind of instigated this thing.
Not fucking instigate. Yeah.
We're not starting this again. George is gonna just prop Hank up, and when the cab arrives, he will load Hank into the cab.
I assist as, but
And are
not
you?
very much help?
I mean, I have body 5. I'm not exactly small.
Yeah,
Like,
it's average.
I'm not
yeah.
body 8. I'm not body 8 like
Yeah, above average, but
Scarecrow.
yeah, no, and Scarecrow's a tougher, solo, so I can pick you up and get you in the combat cab. And I imagine you're being kind of careful to not wake him, because we know, when you're unconscious with a sedative or just kind of unconscious in general, when you're out doing death saves and stuff, you take any damage, it can wake you up. In death save, obviously you're dead, but in this case, if you're unconscious, you can wake up if somebody hits you or does damage, or nudges you or tries to wake you up. So I imagine Scarecrow's being careful. Are you trying to keep Hank unconscious, or are you waking him up to get him in the cab? What's the plan?
It's keeping him unconscious. It's because I don't know if he's gonna wake up and come back out swinging. So when the cab shows up, it's opening up the doors on both sides in the back, just bring him in, just kind of ease him through into the middle, and just it's getting your just absolutely just ass blasted friend who drank way too much, and just load them into a cab and get them home. Yeah.
Oh no, and he's on some tripped out sedative, a fever dream sort of thing. I would love to hear from Hank C. what kind of weird dream he's going through during this. It's got to be weird. But yeah, load him up into the combat cab. Everyone gets in it as Nexus gets the combat cab the address and says, look, can we all just fucking get along? We at least finished our first gig together. Let's go to my place. Let's have some fucking drinks. Let's try to get along, please. Can we wake up Hank when we get there at least?
Yeah, I can wake him.
Jesus. We're supposed to be a team, right?
Yeah. Gotta kick him in the head.
Unless you want blood all over your fucking carpet, though.
Just keep pressure on it, and I'll fix you up in a little bit.
It's all tile.
You can fix him up when we get there. I have a first aid kit. Jax, Belladonna, whoever you are now, just fix him up when we get there. Jesus, let's just all get along. And yeah, you kind of travel across Night City. You kind of end up over in old Japantown, pulling up to kind of an old house. It's kind of run down. Nexus isn't rich or anything by any means, but it's an old rundown sort of cargo home that's been kind of modded with 2 attached, and there's rows of them and then stacks behind those. But she pulls up, she's like, this is my house, this is my spot. Is somebody gonna wake up Hank?
Yeah, I hit him.
No, I'm kidding.
I hit him with
wake him up.
something else to wake him up.
I'd like Hank to wake up in the middle of a dream. What is he dreaming about on these sedatives?
The riot that he started, and when Min's father got killed because of the riot he started. That's the recurring nightmare that he has. And as soon as he comes out of it, he's just like, Min, I'm so sorry. Min. Oh shit. And looks up at Gnostics. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up something fierce.
You can say that again. I'm fucking scarred for life. I'm not gonna be able to grow fucking hair, facial hair here. You fucking gave me a shave.
Yeah, and as you come to, the rest of you notice Hank is a little bit out of it. Almost seems a little bit depressed and down, and a little shook by whatever the fuck he was just dreaming about. Obviously calling out some name, Ming. Gnostic's still kind of holding the blood back, but yeah, Nexus gets everyone out. You guys can divide up the combat cab. It's just going to be 100 eddies, so you can kind of each kick into that, 20 eddies each or whatever. Nexus kicks into that. She says, "Okay, let's all get along. Here on out, let's have some drinks." She kind of gets into her unit, opens it up. It's like I said, a small home. It's been kind of modded from cargo containers, but it's not like shipping container living. They're actually houses, like separate units or whatever. But she opens it up. You can see kind of like a living room. You see a TV, a couch, like just normal living room, kind of run down, nothing extravagant or anything. And she just says, have a seat. I'll grab the drinks. And she goes off into like another room, like off to the side, possibly kitchen. You can hear some like bottles and stuff like that noises. She says, just have a seat.
If there's like an outdoor porch, like a balcony or something, that's where Hank is going to go take a seat. He's going to
Yeah, the whole front.
Separate from the group for a little bit.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, where you guys came in, the whole front of the kind of modded cargo container is a whole fucking sort of porch setup. And there's actually like some seating out there, some like mix-matched kind of lawn chair looking things. But yeah, you can post up out there, light one up, just kind of post up with yourself. What about Gnostics, Jackson, Scarecrow?
Start stitching free Gnostics back up.
That's yeah.
It's Scarecrow's is gonna be like sitting like on the couch, and like everyone like goes the direction. He's like, this is fucking weird. Drinks. He's just gonna go and like scratch together some the drinks. Just be like, this is a fucking mess.
Yeah, so
While getting stitches, just Scarecrow. Scareware. Whiskey double.
Whiskey double, neat.
Right, go.
yeah, and Jax, why don't you give me your first aid? Just a basic first aid, super simple. I'm gonna make it really easy. This is just to see if you happen to fuck it up on a critical fail or anything like that. But this is just to heal up Gnostics. It's not like this is ongoing damage or an actual like persistent injury or anything. But I just want to see that you stop the bleeding. It doesn't have to be an issue for him for the rest of the night while you guys are hanging out.
Maybe he'll end up with a beauty scar.
Oh, he will definitely have a scar from this, thanks to Hank.
It's a Glasgow grin.
I mean, it fits.
And I'm dead.
And there you go. There's
Shit!
there's our critical fail. And
Congratulations! You did last aid.
yeah, and so Hank's out front, just kind of to himself. Hanging to himself as Jax is trying to stitch it up and kind of messing it up. And Gnostics, you almost can.
Fidgeting, so I'll probably smack him a couple times.
And I think not even just fidgeting, but Gnostics, you're kind of your cyber psychosis borderline on yourself, so it's hard to get a good read on human perception style shit. But you're almost fucking positive you saw Jax giggle and smirk a couple times while she's fucking up your stitches, and like some of your skin's kind of pulled crooked. It's still leaking blood. Like it's kind of fucked up. Like you almost think she did it on purpose. It's kind of fucked up, like a little game or something. But just as she's doing that, and Hanks to himself, Scarecrow kind of gets up, and as you kind of head to help Nexus, she comes back in. She's got a tray. She's got a bunch of drinks and a bottle, and she kind of like sets it down on the table. Like as she meets you, Scarecrow's like, "Yeah, they're definitely fucked up. That's gonna leave a funky scar." Pointing at Gnostics, and kind of puts down the drinks.
Yeah. Alright, you've got fucking you've got fucking stationary shit here, like correspondence. You're a fucking stapler.
Oh, he's talking to Nexus.
Yeah, I can. I'll try to find you something in the back.
Give me the fucking stapler.
Okay. She goes over to her desk and kind of rifles through, and she's like, I think I might have it.
How dare you?
Here, just take it.
No, I slapped his hand. I slapped that away and continue working. How dare you? I started work on you, and you're trying this crap.
Yeah, and
It's even more painful now.
Nexus, hands everybody their drinks and stuff. Can we fucking get along? Like I said, we had a successful gig. Can we at least cheers to that? And it looks like it's some high-end type of whiskey or something that maybe she's been holding on to, like celebratory or something. It actually looks like a top shelf. And she calls out like, "Hank, you coming in to join us?"
Hank.
Is he okay?
Slowly makes his way in.
I re-rolled my first aid and got a 13.
Nice. Yeah, you get him patched up. Gnostics, she finishes up. You're no longer bleeding. You definitely have a funky scar. Just on
I fixed the skin so it matches up better.
Nice. Yeah, but I would like Gnostics to, as a player will, think of however that scar, wherever it's going to be, however it looks, whatever pattern. Think about that for Gnostics. Take some time with that. We'll get back to that eventually. But yeah, you all notice Hank come in very down. Nexus hand.
Shoulders down, like the most depressed you've ever seen Hank.
Nexus like gets in your eye line and is like, look, we actually did a good gig together. She hands you the drink. We actually did good.
That boy fucking drink up. He's right. We did a good job. And Gnostics actually like first hold it like for its cheers out to Hank. He actually did a fucking good job. Face full of blood, like smeared in blood. Like he actually did a fucking good job.
Hank will reach out and clink glasses with Gnostics and just look at him and go, "I'm sorry, I lost it."
Oh, you're not totally forgiven, but you owe me. But let's just fucking get through the night.
I get very protective of Colette, and I lost my cool.
I get very protective of my face. So let's just say you owe me one, and we'll just have a good night, alright?
Look,
I can live with that.
we had a successful gig. That's the bottom line. I'm going to put out the press release. It's cut and dry. Can we at least celebrate the fact that we had a successful gig? Teamwork worked, and we did this. And stop fighting. And she looks at you, Hank, and Gnostics, please. She cheerses, takes a drink. Yeah, and everybody, you had a successful gig. You're able to hang out, drink some of the whiskey, and just out of curiosity, from character point of view, does everybody, all these characters, like whiskey? Is that kind of the drink of choice? Because I kind of went with that with Nexus. I figured she'd have like an old whiskey, being like a media. Maybe it was like an heirloom or something. What about Jax? Because I know Belladonna probably wouldn't like harder liquors, but what about Jax?
More of a gin type of girl.
Nice. Well, yeah, you all take the shots, you all take the drinks, and then Nexus says, well, look, I'm going to put out the media thing, but before I put out the release, I just first wanted to introduce you to my family. And she gestures towards the door, and a door opens, and you see 4 males enter the room, clearly with tiger claw colors and logos on, as she throws down her glass, and all of you give me a resist, torture, and drugs. Remember all those times y'all had to take headphones off when Nexus was getting calls and shit? Remember when your previous campaign you framed the tiger claws, all the drinks were on them, and you framed them?
Because I feel like we're getting to the end here. I'm using a +2.
Oh, +2, any remaining luck.
18 for Hank.
Nice.
13.
Nice. What did Scarecrow get?
8.
8.
You
Nice.
downed that glass.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh hell yeah, bourbon, huh?
Yeah. You basically see Hank. You see Scarecrow just kind of drink it and drop down unconscious, just kind of collapse to the ground, and then you see Belladonna, Jax. And then you see Gnostics. Basically, all of your teammates kind of collapse down to the ground, looking at their cup, looking at Nexus, looking confused as these tiger claws kind of enter the room, and they just kind of collapse, dropping their glass. And you take that sip. You can tell it has a kind of a bite to it, more than just a liquor. But it definitely has a sort of sting to it as you spit it out and kind of drop it, and you feel like a burn in your throat from what you did swallow, but it definitely didn't put you unconscious. And this is where we'll end our session. Oh, shit.
I knew I should have double tapped her in the van.
Hell yeah. Well, was that a bit of a surprise of a plot twist?
That was.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, thanks.
I wonder how different it would have been with her still as a player.
I want to have fun disemboweling her.
Yeah. This. Hey, thanks for the gifted subs there, Carter Pants. Really appreciate that. Hey, and awesome. Val says a good one, good session, good plot twist and cliffhanger. All along this whole Nexus thing, we had this planned out during character creation. that part of her life path was her family. She's actually a Tiger Claw. Her family are the Tiger Claws. Her brother has been the one on the calls when you got the things. Obviously, it's all kind of coming out now. She says, I wanted to introduce you to my family. If you remember on the very first campaign when you had to steal that chip for Raven, you also in the process used the Tiger Claws, kind of did some things to kind of use them, framing them, kind of putting all the drinks on them, and then all of a sudden it was April's character disappeared. Enter Nexus for the next campaign. All of a sudden there's a new person that decides to join Raven Microcyb and help do some things, maybe with alternate plans maybe here. It's kind of coming to light, but yeah, obviously there might be a little revenge thing going on, but we'll just have to see when we get back to the next session as everyone falls unconscious except for Hank, as 4 Tiger Claws enter the scene with Nexus. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen there, but we're going to find out next Saturday, same place, same time, right here. Woo! Thanks, chat, for being part of it, giving the +2s. Thanks, Australis, for the negative plot twist and coming up with a clever, fun idea. I really liked doing the prisoner escaping under the van thing. But yeah, great session. I honestly thought, today's session was going to be the cap to the campaign, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to do the plot twist that was planned from the beginning, even if it means adding on an extra session or 2 if we have to. Has to be done. We have to do it. It's just too crazy to not fucking do. We did it. All right. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.